another exciting development in your company is you recently acquired rights to sell a product called XFrame. Is that correct? I saw it on one of your LinkedIn posts.
Yeah, that's correct. So when I was living in California, Northern California, 2 years ago, and during our time out there as a family, met a gentleman named Brett Jackson, who's the CEO of a company out of Australia called Innovise. And what Innovise does is they go around to universities and they find technologies and they help the inventors basically bring those technologies to life. And so in that process, they had just acquired a partnership with XFrame, which was started by Jed Finch in New Zealand from Victoria University. So Jed is a PhD student at Victoria University in architecture. And so in that process, Brett asked me if I would connect with Jed and kind of tell him, like, I don't know if it's mentor, but kind of give him ideas and kind of encourage him in the process of what he was walking in. And so we really connected, and in that process, they eventually came to me and said, we really would love for you to launch our product in North America. And at first I said, no, I don't think I'm the guy. And so they kept asking me, and I prayed about it, and I said, okay. And then we kind of went through that process. And so, yeah, we launched literally June 13th at NeoCon in Chicago.
Very exciting. So what does XFrame do, and how does it work with your system?
Yeah, so XFrame is very similar in concept. When you think of volumetric, parametric wall systems and the speed to build. But it's very different in its materials and the way we go about it. So the XFrame system is what I would most similarly say is kind of like the future of stick built. So it's literally a CNC system that allows you to build structure. And then over time, you can reconfigure that structure, you can take it apart. And so those parts and pieces, most anybody can build with. So it literally is built with a rubber mallet. So it's all pressure fitted, digital, and it allows, for quick build. So it actually started out as an accessory dwelling unit building product and has built a number of ADUs in Australia and New Zealand. And then we kind of saw this opportunity in the initial launch in the USA or North America, was basically to really start looking at it also as an interior build out platform, to be able to build offices, conference rooms, phone booths, wall dividers. And so those are some of the initial bespoke products.
So do you see it working as like integrating the XFrame into the Lada Cube, or do you see them working like side by side?
Yeah, I think what I'm seeing is they're probably more side by side.
Yeah.
So they'll be able to come into similar spaces and places. They'll be able to, like, Lada Cube will kind of have its role in more of the type 1 and 2 building requirements, whereas XFrame can come in and do more independent product pieces that would be classified as furniture or tangible property. Even though I know XFrame is structural, I think it's when you run into the type 1 and 2 building requirements, I think you're kind of not stuck, but it kind of diverts the product in different directions. But if you're looking at the other building types, you could also use XFrame to do a lot of structure as well.
And there's plenty of a need for products like XFrame and Lada Cube. So I don't think they're actually like competition. No, not at all. I think there's plenty of demand and a need for both systems.
Yeah, well, in the XFrame too, it's all wood. It's very circular. So I mean, obviously with Lada Cube system, we're always looking at how much of recycled iron ore and other materials iron ore with recycled metal are being used in our product, right? So we're now at roughly 30% recycled metal with iron ore, and we'd love to increase that. And we're looking at some models to do that and talking with some companies of how we can really take that carbon footprint out completely and use fully recycled material. Whereas XFrame it's a wood product and fully circular right from the start.